Welcome to the Halo Forge epidemic. This is Darth Human.
And Oakley HiDef, what's up guys? And we're going to be tag teaming this one, and Darth is going to be joining us. He's just sticking his hand into this bowl of M&Ms, which is the Halo Forge epidemic. So he's going to be getting much more involved with you guys. In this analogy, you guys are the M&Ms. So Darth is making a comeback, and he's going to be getting much more involved. So he and I are going to be
Especially
heading...
custom games.
Yeah. That's the big news that we want to get to. So Darth is making a comeback not only in producing games, but joining up with you guys in custom games. And he and I are going to be heading up these weekly recaps. We'll have other hosts on at times, but it's going to be mostly Darth trying to, make a more solid appearance. So I guess first things first, we'll talk about Forge, Halo 4 specifically. So Darth, what do you have? What were your impressions on what we saw?
I didn't have a whole lot to say. I mean, I enjoy the fact that they are improving off the Halo Forge palette, and being able to copy and paste items is nice. I really like dynamic lighting, but to be honest, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they have for future previews for Forge, because I know that Rooster Teeth did a couple videos on them, and I know there's a lot more that Forge has to offer. So I'm really excited to see, gadgets and game types and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, and it begs to to ask the question, what's going to be their big reveal? Because they kind of did a similar bait and switch for Halo Reach, where they announced the new Forge, and it was pretty cool. They showed the new features, and it was all taking place in Hemorrhage, and everyone's like, oh wow, this is cool. And then all of a sudden they dropped the bomb saying that tank shot just came from a mile away, and then after that it was like a second round of reveals where all of a sudden Forge World was twice as big, or like 80 times as big as what we thought. So it was kind of like a second round of surprises. So I'm wondering if they're going to have the same technique, the same approach to Reach, where all of a sudden they drop a bomb on us with a bunch of new stuff. Because as Darth said, it's not right off the bat overwhelming. They did a lot of, finicky stuff where it's like, here you can duplicate, you can do magnets, but it's nothing groundbreaking. So maybe we'll see that second shoe drop in the future. So that's something to keep an eye on.
Especially game types.
Yeah, that's true.
I want to see what new, there's always new game types in every Halo game, so.
Yeah, and they've hinted a lot at being able to customize it much more than Reach, so we'll see if you'll be able to do the, the invasion tiers, but throwing into infection and all sorts of stuff. That would be really neat.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, as we'll keep covering that for Halo 4 Forge stuff. We'll try and get you guys the latest news. But right now we're going to be covering, what's new with the channel. So we brought on a bunch of different commentators. We're trying them out here and there. So Captain DGAF was there. UC is going to make an appearance. Most importantly, we wanted to sort of introduce and solidify the role that D-Rock is going to have. D-Rock right now is going to be heading up custom games. He's been doing minigame reviews right now. All of us are a little busy with the summer schedule, but he's going to be the anchor for minigames. So just stay tuned for that and support him.
He's also going to be doing race maps too.
Okay.
I forgot to tell you that.
Yeah.
So that's another thing I wanted to mention, is that he may be doing race maps. I also have a couple other commentators that could be doing race maps, like RLD Hot Tamale from Pro Forge Racers. And yeah, I mean, there's actually a couple others that I've met. Even my roommate wanted to get involved, but that spot is only held for people who can pull off the best commentation. So
yeah, and I mean, Duquesne has done good stuff, but he's pretty busy right now. He's just going gung-ho on bringing you Halo 4 Forge news, doing all the Halo 4 stuff, his own channel, so he'll make appearances, but we got to have someone who does it with a little more stability, so that's why we're reaching out. But Duquesne is always welcome. And I guess with updates to the channel, also we've been doing kind of behind-the-scenes work to make a new background for the channel, so I've done networking with a bunch of people. Check out the channel Stratzy, Affleck Studios. We're working with them to get cool backgrounds. And also what I've been designing right now is the thumbnails. So you guys will see those popping up. Darth is going to, start working on that, putting them up for the different tips and tricks. I think they look really neat. We've already made some thumbnails for the THFE news, for example. I think those look sick. So you guys will be seeing a more modern, more sleek looking channel. So yeah, Darth, do you want to give us a little sneak peek at what you've been working on as well?
This map right here is Dodgeball. I plan to call it Laser Dodgeball for the fact that one team is holding Spartan lasers and shooting these golf balls that are held up by tin cups. As you can see, they're just like floating here on the top. And their goal is to shoot the golf ball and aim it just right so it rolls across, hits someone on the other team who is in the hill trying to gather points. And I've been testing it a lot lately, actually, and at first I was sticking to the the basic rules of dodgeball, where there's a set number of lives, or there's no timeout, but your spawn time is about 10 seconds, and so far that's worked out pretty good. So we'll see how the map comes along, and there's also a couple other maps that I've been working on too.
And
Freight Parade.
you feel like
Huh?
you've gotten a new bout of energy in creating maps. Like you have a lot of ideas coming to you. You feel?
At this moment, yeah. I mean, right now I've got to the point where I've pretty much made, in my opinion, or at least what I think, to my ability to make the best mini games. I can only do so much for what the Forge palette is limited to. So I've been talking with MTAC Killswitch, and he mods Halo Reach, and he's been helping with me. He helped add a bunch of crates to Crate Parade, and
Yeah,
I'm
cool.
hoping, he's gonna be. I've been making a lot of modded maps, is what I'm saying. Um, that dodgeball map, I may make it so there's more golf balls. There's even another map that has up to 6 objects, I think, that are over the limit. So I'm definitely going beyond the limit at this point.
Yeah, no shame on that. It's just pushing the custom game experience, putting in elements that should have been there, like maybe more golf balls, more tanks, more stuff to make it fun. And I think that's great to hear that you're coming back, because a lot of people I've been hearing in the comments, subscribers, they're saying, yeah, we like your stuff, but we really wish we could see, the old classics, that kind of stuff, where every once in a while Darth would come out with, a breaking game, which would be Speed, or all that type of stuff. So we've got the feeling that you guys missed that, and we want to guarantee that we're going to be coming back to that full force. We're going to be embracing minigames, and along with that, we're going to be hosting a lot of customs, and we'll announce. I guess right now we'll move into the custom section of the news announcement, where we talk about all sorts of custom games. Darth, you want to talk about your plans for the weekly Friday games and stuff like that?
Yeah, I plan to host a lot more custom games on a weekly basis, usually on Saturdays. And it's also, the time is usually 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just be aware of that. If you feel like you want it to have a different time, go to our Facebook page and just tell us there. But I'll try to keep it varied between, Friday and Sunday. But I do plan to play a lot more customs, mainly to, test games. But, I,
Yeah, sometimes just to chill and lay back and do all sorts of stuff. So
well,
whenever,
download links are back, and that's the main reason. So there's more of a reason to play, is because people, you know,
yeah, you can actually go play the maps that we put up that we recommend to people. It's easier to get a hand on those.
yeah, a
Um,
lot more people playing Halo is, yeah.
Yeah, which is actually what we're that's kind of our new agenda right now, is trying to get more people back to Reach. So I guess to add on to that, what I'm going to announce is, if you guys haven't seen already, we have our big scheme to get you guys into customs, and that's the silver accounts. So what we've done is we've made 10 different silver accounts. So it's THFE 01, 02, 03, all the way up to THFE 10. Those are different silver accounts. Each, we're going to accept 100 friend requests. So 10 times 100, that's 1,000 friends that are going to be locked in. Go ahead and check the video that we're posting right here. It's got all the details. So if you don't make it onto that friends list, we explain how to see who's on. And so by sending private invites, chat invites to the different profiles, you can see their friends. And so at the tip of your fingers, you'll have access to all sorts of people. You can friend them. So we're hoping that'll allow every single person who wants to get into custom games. So that'll be great news for all of you. Get you guys to, when we put out a new map, you just go on, find some friends, and play the new map. So that's the experience we're hoping to garner. On top of that, we have Host of the Week. That's going to be going full force, every week. So take a look at the screen right now. These are the winners for Host of the Week. So just to clear that up again, Host of the Week is basically in the comments, post you want to be Host of the Week with your gamertag. Then for the next recap, we'll just put your gamertag up, and everyone who wants to play customs will friend you. That way you get a full friends list filled with people who want to play custom games. So these are the guys who won. Make sure to send them messages, friend them up, and then post below, and maybe you'll have a chance to win. And I guess we'll talk about Community Spotlight for the week is going to be on Duquesne. We mentioned him before. A lot of great news, guys. For Halo 4 stuff, we're getting closer to that. There's a lot of news dropping, at RTX, at Comic-Con, and all sorts of places. Duquesne is the place to go. Halo 4 follower at the moment is pretty big, but he does a lot of speculation. I don't want to bash him too much, but he speculates a bit. He's a bit late on the news. He skimps a bit on the details. Duquesne, on the other hand, gets the news up right when it's out. He does a lot of detail. He's at all the events personally, so he's a great source for that. He's a great guy. He does reviews. He does commentaries. He does all sorts of stuff. So guys, please make sure to check out his channel. It's a great place to go to check up on Halo 4 news and spread that around. So yeah, Darth, you got any more comments?
Nope.
All right, well then we'll move on to the next section which is community requests. So just a note on this, we did introduce this last week. We're in the process of kind of reshaping it because, as you can see, the first two sections can take up a lot of time. And so what we found with community requests was going to be more of a hassle. I know, I'm sorry to switch it up on you guys, but it's necessary. So what this area is going to turn into is maybe going to be a place for us to announce contests, prizes, maybe a system of screenshot of the week, where you guys put up a video, screenshot, put the funniest comment, stuff like that. And so I guess, Darth, you said you would be willing to, sponsor a weekly contest or of some sort where we maybe do free giveaways of Microsoft points and all sorts of stuff. So you'd be on board for that?
Oh yeah, I already have a couple contests in mind actually. Specifically getting a high score in some of our games, or a couple of my games. And seeing, whoever gets the highest score, and let's say Avalanche might get 4,000 Microsoft points.
Yeah. And we'll try and make this more standard, so we'll use these weekly recaps as a place to announce it. And what we're thinking is maybe having Forge contests, all sorts of stuff like that. So just check out on the news. We'll announce the stuff here. It's the place to be for all sorts of stuff. So sorry to keep you guys guessing. We hope you can address your comments. I guess I'll address a couple right here, right now. Okay, so you guys have been asking about what's the deal with us cursing in videos, what's the tone we're going for. And right now what we've been trying to do is change up the commentary style because a lot of people have said we've been uptight. So we tried to scale it back, we're trying to dance between, being really formal or being really laid back. And so we've on purpose, we've tried to be more laid back or more formal. And
honestly, if you're worried about language, just check the ratings. I mean, I try to rate the videos accordingly. So if it's rated for language, ELF or whatever it is, the YouTube rating for language, deal with it.
Yeah, and I mean, like, as commentators, we like to do both. Being straightforward, some people like that, some people don't. I think being laid back every once in a while is nice, so we're going to continue doing that. But I understand the point where you guys are saying, tone it down a bit with the cussing. So we'll try and keep that to a minimum, but still joke around. So hopefully we can find a happy medium. But I mean, when it's a game type we really respect and that's really competitive, we'll be serious. But if it's something a little more laid back, we'll tone it back and we'll chill a bit. So you'll get a range of everything that'll hopefully satisfy everyone. So that's one of the things I wanted to address. In terms of getting in custom games with us, use this new silver account system we have. That'll work wonders, I'm thinking. We'll try and get involved with you a lot. Also use our Facebook to get in contact with us. That's how you submit maps and stuff like that. So yeah, Darth, do you have anything else you'd want to address?
I think I'm good.
All right. Well, thanks guys for tuning in once more. This has been Oakley HiDef and Darth Human with the Halo Forge Epidemic. Thanks guys for all your support. We hope to grow, and we'll see you guys out in customs. So thank you.
See ya.